back to North Kitsap Baptist Church Children's Sunday School. I'm glad you could come today. If you haven't already, go grab your Bible. We're going to be in the first book of the New Testament, Matthew. And we're going to talk about what makes Christmas Christmas. Next few weeks, that's what we're going to be talking about. It'll be so much fun. Well, do you know how you got your name? Do you know names have meanings? This is my name, April, and it means opening or blossom or spring, and I was born in the spring. Well, in Bible times, a lot of times kids were given the name of their parent, especially if they were the firstborn in the family. But today we're going to hear about a story about someone who was born and did not get their dad's name. Well, there was a man named Zachariah in Bible times. He was married to a woman named Elizabeth. His job was to work at the temple, kind of like their church. He was a special pastor there. And once a year, they had to go into a place to talk to God, and it was a very big deal. And this year, it was Zachariah's turn. He did all the things to get ready, and I'm sure he must have been very nervous because this was a very, very important job. Well, he went in to the Holy of Holies, the special place, and you wouldn't believe what happened. He saw an angel. He must have been so surprised. He might have not known what to say or do. We don't usually see angels. The angel said, "Don't be afraid, Zachariah. I'm here with a special message for you. You and your wife Elizabeth are going to have a baby." Zachariah must have been so surprised. He couldn't believe what the angel was saying. Him and his wife had been married a long, long time and had no children. And as a matter of fact, they were very old. They were old enough to be grandmas and grandpas and even great-grandmas and grandpas, and never had had any children. "How is this possible?" he said. "How can I be sure what you say is true? I'm old, and so is my wife." The angel said, "My name is Gabriel. I've been sent from God to give you this message. And because you don't believe me, you won't be able to speak until the baby is born." So then the angel left, and Zachariah went out of the Holy of Holies. And everyone wanted to know what happened in there, Zachariah. But he couldn't say a thing. So he motioned and gestured, and maybe he wrote on a pad to try to explain what had happened. Well, soon after this day, Elizabeth, his wife, found out she was going to have a baby. What a happy day that must have been. And after she had been pregnant long enough, it came time for the baby to be born. And after the baby was born, all the family and relatives came to celebrate having this new special baby. And they all said, "It's a sweet little boy. Let's call him Zachariah after his dad." And Elizabeth said, "No, his name is going to be John." They're like, "John? But that's not Zachariah like his dad." They motioned to Zachariah, and he said, "Yes, his name is going to be John." Probably motioned, maybe he wrote it down, shaking his head, yes. And as soon as he said his name is John, Zachariah could speak again. Wow. Well, God showed his love for us by sending Jesus. And when John grew up, his special job was going to be to tell people that Jesus was the Messiah, the one God sent. So come back next week and we'll hear about Jesus' birth.